Chapter 2 Remix is obviously not a one-to-one recreation of the original Chapter 2, but instead a totally remixed version featuring tons of rap artists. And each week a new one arrives on the Fortnite island. In week 1, we got Snoop Dogg located at the Dogg Pound that drops his Mythic drum gun and vault keycard upon elimination. Then in week 2, we receive the next artist, actually being Eminem located at the Spaghetti Grotto, who carries this massive minigun as well as a vault keycard. Today, the next artist has arrived, actually being Ice Spice, alongside her brand new Mythics as well that we'll showcase here in this video. But first, if you don't hit the thumbs up button on this video, exactly 111 days whenever you log on to Fortnite, this'll happen. No! If you do hit the thumbs up button on this video, exactly 111 days when you log on to Fortnite, this will be waiting for you. Choice is all yours, so choose carefully. And if you want to go the extra mile to support the channel, just head on over to the item shop and input my code HOMAGAMESYT. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we wasted way too much time. We got a ton of awesome stuff to cover right here in this video, including the arrival of Ice Spice as well as her mythic weapons on the Fortnite island. Let's get into it. Super quickly, before we hop in game and check out the new mythics, first things first, believe it or not, Epic Games didn't know they were gonna do Chapter 2 Remix until less than a year ago, which resulted in the Remix Island being one of the most broken islands in Fortnite history. Some of the mistakes Epic Games made are bigger than others. For example, if you make your way right outside of the Spaghetti Grotto to the massive tower holding up the zip line, directly below it, you're actually able to find this very, very large and mysterious hole. Obviously, this hole was never here on the original Chapter 2 island, meaning Epic Games literally added it by accident, basically just like they added that random hill last season. The Fortnite community went on to name Hilbert before Epic Games realized their mistake and ended up removing it. But an even bigger mistake Epic Games made on the Chapter 2 Remix Island is located at this little shack right outside of Slurpy Swamp. Because it's located inside of this shack on the second floor, you're actually able to find this toilet using the same model of the toilets from Chapter 1. But it's not a normal toilet at all. Check this out. If you actually walk up to it, for some reason, it literally gives you the ability to search it. And whenever you do that, literally nothing happens. Apparently, this is because Epic Games took this prop directly from Save the World. Inside of that mode, you're actually able to search these props. So I guess Epic Games just forgot to disable the search feature before adding it to the island. We haven't seen anything yet because an even bigger mistake Epic Games made is actually located at the Steamy Stacks location, specifically at the main Kevolution Energy building, where if you actually go ahead and destroy all of these exact same walls that I am, then if you go ahead and hop inside of one of the whiplashes that spawn here, you're actually able to drive it into the reactor just like this. And then all you need to do is wait a few seconds for the car to begin sinking. Just like this, ladies and gentlemen. It'll literally sink all the way to the bottom and your character will be kicked out, giving you access to this super crazy glitch location that isn't supposed to be here. This place is so hidden that there's basically a 0% chance of any enemy ever finding you. The downside is, since we're super close to the edge of the island, it means we won't be able to stay here very long before the storm forces us to move. If you want to get out, literally all you need to do is jump and you'll float to the top. Believe it or not, Epic Games didn't just break the Chapter 2 Remix Island, also the brand new island that we received for Fortnite Reload. Just check this out. If you actually make your way towards the Sunburnt Shafts location, you're able to find this one little zip line leading down to the water. And then if you jump down and use it at the last second, you'll glitch underneath the map. We're gonna need to do this quick, ladies and gentlemen, because there's an enemy right there. Yes, it worked. Oh my goodness, dude, that enemy has to be so confused. He has no idea where I am. Look at him, bro. Oh my goodness. This is absolutely hilarious. Bro, this enemy is looking for me. This is absolutely hilarious, ladies and gentlemen. I think he gave up. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this spot is a W. Even though there are tons of glitches, thankfully, the new Ice Spice mythics aren't glitched. Before we get to that, obviously, we all know that a massive part of Chapter 2 Remix is an artist known as Juice WRLD. Not only will he be featured in the upcoming Remix finale event, but also, just like Ice Spice, Eminem, and Snoop Dogg received their own locations, Juice WRLD will be getting one as well, and teasers for it have just started appearing in-game. Let me explain. Obviously, we all know this landmark is going to be located at the edge of the map just outside of Holly Hedges. That's where the third question mark is located on Eminem's map. Don't forget about this location because it'll be very important in a second. And each time before Epic Games officially adds the artist POIs into the game, always start by adding a teaser in the form of a spray. First one was located exactly where the Spaghetti Grotto appeared, being a spray showcasing Eminem and his mythic. Then the second teaser spray appeared, once again depicting the upcoming boss and mythics, this time being Ice Spice, was located on the outside of this little building right outside of Lockie's Lighthouse. Here's where things get interesting. During the first week of the season, before the Spaghetti Grotto and the Ice Spice spray ever appeared, players noticed a very weird glitch, where the wall that would later have the spray on it would be totally glitched and not visible at all, obviously being caused by that spray still being encrypted in the Fortnite game files. The same thing is happening now for the Juice WRLD location, because if you actually make your way over towards Holly Hedges, keep in mind it's just outside of where the Juice WRLD landmark will be located, and make your way to the front of the Garden Center building, you're able to see that yet another wall is totally missing. Obviously, the reason because this is where the upcoming upcoming Juice WRLD spray teaser will be located. Speaking of Juice WRLD and his landmark, coming up here in just a few more days. We're actually gonna be able to spot Juice WRLD in the sky above the island, quickly approaching. But that's not messing around. It's time for the moment we've all been waiting for, as the first week of Chapter 2 Remix was entirely revolved around none other than Snoop Dogg and his boss character that was added at the Dogg Pound. And just last week in week 2, we got the Eminem update that didn't just add the Spaghetti Grotto POI, but also the Mythic Eminem boss. Meaning there are only 2 artists left to add. One obviously being Juice WRLD that we'll get next week, and the second being Ice Spice that literally just arrived today. Well, I know Ice Spice being in Fortnite is probably a collaboration none of you expected to see, and I agree with you, because not only is she a super controversial artist, but she's also not that kid-friendly at all. It's very, very surprising that Epic Games decided to bring her into the game. Fun fact here, but did you know this is actually the second time Ice Spice has been added into Fortnite? That's right, because a full year ago we received this Icon series emote known as The Boy's a Liar. It literally featured Ice Spice in one of her most popular songs. Second time Ice Spice got added into Fortnite was just earlier this morning with the addition of the brand new Spicy Shark location. It's obviously a remix version of the OG Shark POI from Chapter 2 Season 3. This is obviously located right outside of where the undercover Sky character was relocated to after the Spaghetti Grotto was added. She actually had a bunch of insane dialogue teasing the arrival of this POI. Speaking of undercover Sky, since the new Ice Spice location has officially arrived, it means she's once again been relocated and actually moved over to where the Juice WRLD landmark will appear next week. Once again has a ton of insane dialogue teasing its arrival. Like, come back, the show in the sky will be legendary, and I've heard the sunset is beautiful out there. Once again being another reference to the Juice WRLD that's going to appear in the sky in a few days. But back to Ice Spice. It's just like both Eminem and Snoop Dogg had their respective POIs entirely themed around something closely associated with them. Like Snoop Dogg has a bunch of speakers and a recording studio set up since he's a rapper, and Eminem has a massive mom spaghetti restaurant since he mentions that in a bunch of his songs. Ice Spice's location is no different. However, it's obviously not themed around a music studio or a spaghetti restaurant, but instead themed around in an early 2000s abandoned shopping mall. Think of this kind of like the old Mega Mall location from Chapter 1 Season 9, but instead a slightly older version, as I'm pretty sure Mega Mall was meant to be from the future. And now we're dropping into a game to check this thing out for the very first time. It's also at the brand new Shark location, you're able to find the new Ice Spice boss. And just like how Snoop Dogg replaced Midas at the agency, he got his own version of Midas's mythic drum gun, as well as keycard, and even the Eminem boss that went on to replace Brutus, and got a brand new remix version of Brutus's mythic minigun. Ice Spice boss functions the same way, except she actually went on to replace the old Sky boss that previously controlled the shark with her 2 mythic weapons. One being Sky's mythic Scar, another being a mythic grappler, and finally her vault keycard. This time around, the mythic Scar has been renamed to Ice's Spicy Assault Rifle. And what's so interesting about this is it won't just be a reskin version of Sky's old mythic AR. Instead, has an entirely brand new feature built into it, where each time you use it, it'll actually grant you the same abilities of the peppers here in Fortnite, essentially allowing you to temporarily move around the island way faster than normal. However, it will still deal the exact same amount of damage as Sky's, and all of the other attributes remain the same. The second mythic is the best one, actually being a new version of Spice Grappler. And once again, this isn't just a reskin version of Sky's old mythic grappler, it also has a brand new ability attached to it. For each time you use it, your feet will turn to ice blocks and let you quickly slide around, basically exactly like the old Icy Grappler would do whenever you would use that. However, since the Icy Grappler was never a mythic weapon, new Ice Grappler will have a faster reload time. The name Ice Grappler actually comes directly from a popular ad-lib Ice Spice always uses in her songs. And fun fact here, but did you know that each time you pick up one of the artist's mythics, it'll actually play a quick clip from one of their songs? The Ice Spice mythics will do the same, likely playing that exact same Gross sound effect we showed you a second ago. But even though the Ice Spice collaboration is something none of us expected, and definitely isn't something any of us asked for, it still seems like a great addition to the game. Her having some of the best mythics in all of Chapter 2 Remix. In case you're one of the few people out there super excited for the new Ice Spice skin, will likely be arriving in the item shop tomorrow after the newest update. It'll cost the exact same amount of V-Bucks that both Snoop Dogg and Eminem did. Oh, we got some of the final enemies here. Ready for this? Let's chop them up, chop them up. Oh, come on. Uh-oh. Edit. Boom. Sneak attack, ready? Come on. Boom. Oh, buddy. No mercy. Time to go nuts, boys. Where'd you go? Oh, he's in the bush, bro. What the heck? Come on. Dang bush, man. I can't see anything. Got it. Oh, buddy. Gonna rush him. We gotta be quick because zone's right here, man. Come on. There's one. Come on. Yep. Dude over here now, man. Yes. Oh, and the very last enemy died in the storm. There we go, ladies and gentlemen, a victory royale. As soon as Ice Spice's new location and all of her mythics arrive on the island, I'll make sure to let all of you guys know by making a tweet over my official Twitter account at HomeofGamesYT. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have an absolutely incredible rest of